Welcome back to CannaBixBox. In this first chapter, we will see together how breeders generally operate in variety improvement in cannabis. In my personal opinion, breeding and variety improvement is the most important part in all the process from seed to sale. At every point of the supply chain, from plant cultivation to the final consumer, we can collect useful information to improve our varieties according to the market demands. So, what is breeding or variety improvement? This can be defined as the process where a set of different techniques are used to improve or to maintain specific characteristics in a given set of individuals, in our specific case, the cannabis plants. This chapter is divided into different videos, so I recommend you to subscribe the channel and press the notification button for the next episodes. First, we're going to talk about phenotyping, and we will see some characteristics used to describe our selection. This step is necessary in order to understand the second and the last part focused on breeding schemes and genotyping techniques. To give a simple definition, phenotyping indicates the quantitative analysis of plants' characteristics, any aspect apart from the genetic. These characteristics can be divided according to the observed plant portion. So, for example, at the beginning of cultivation, we can start to characterize our seeds and sprouts. After a few weeks from germination, we can assess attributes of leaves and stems, and from the beginning of flowering till the harvest time, it's possible to distinguish flowers trait on both males and females plants. Here there's a list of some of the most common traits useful to describe our specific variety. If you're interested in any specific trait, please leave a comment to the video. Why phenotyping our selection is important and extremely powerful for our breeding strategy. First of all, compared to genetic and some biochemical analysis, most of the above-mentioned characteristics are inexpensive and technically simple. Virtually everybody can easily take pictures and measure height or weight with common use instrumentation, meaning we can test more plants even with limited investment. The second reason is that some of these traits are correlated each other. Before the conclusion of this introduction video on breeding, I want to show you a very simple graphic useful in the characterization of our variety and also necessary to understand the following episode on selection. This graph represents for each single characteristic we can assess the distribution of the data we can collect from a certain number of plants. On the vertical axis is represented the number of individuals counted, and on the horizontal axis the hypothetical value determined, in our example the plant stem diameter. The more plants we can measure, the more accurate the graph will be. Understand this concept is necessary to proceed to selection scheme, because this is the only thing that matters. Later in this chapter we will see how plants' characteristics not always follow a bell-shaped distribution. But for the moment, to keep it simple, please assume that every characteristics we measured for our variety has a similar shape, where the most of individuals have an average value, while extreme values are less represented in the sample of plants analyzed. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any question, please leave a comment. Feel free to drop a like, and remember, subscribe the channel to get the new video notification. In the next episode, we will see how we can apply phenotyping in a breeding project to improve our varieties. See you! Ciao!